there, you know you need to get your swim bait game going. All right, let's talk about something else. So you go below that, you pretty much, once you're swimming that stuff, once you're done doing that, I guess I should have talked about chatterbaits. I don't recommend, I have them, but for BFS, I don't know, I just feel the small spinnerbaits are good, but not necessarily chatterbaits. It doesn't really translate that well to chatterbaits for some reason yet anyway. I don't know if there's a trick to it I'm still working on. But I think it's worthwhile, and I'll tell you, I have a color on these too. Because this color, there's just times, and I went and bought all the colors, but they don't work like this color does. And I've got a couple of them this color. That little color right there. And for some reason, that color doesn't seem to translate to big baits, because I don't have as much luck. Look at that. They're almost identical, but in that little bait, you will be surprised what you can catch. This one's old and starting to wear out, but that little spinnerbait is awesome. I recommend for BFS, get a little spinnerbait or regular, you know, half-ounce spinnerbait. Spinnerbaits are a must-have. I don't use them as much, kind of like a buzz bait. They're a must-have. You need them in your tackle box even if you don't use them that much, because there's just times when somebody will be like, they're hitting spinnerbaits. You better have spinnerbaits, because if that's what they're hitting, you might go on a frenzy with them. But I'll talk about chatterbaits real quick. Chatterbait is definitely one thing I think you have to have in your boat. Ask Charles now. He told me, oh, I don't have any luck on those, until he went down. I went with him and was catching them, and he's like, oh. So I don't know what he was doing different other than just didn't have the confidence to keep throwing them. But chatterbaits are something you need in your tackle box. I still, if you guys are familiar, know the whole shootout stuff. The Z-Man Original, the Bayou Crawl, the Omega Custom Tackle, the Shellcracker color, the Rapture Jig, and then just, I like in general the Z-Man Custom or Pro or whatever. It's the one that's got, if you can tell, there's a Z-Man Original. It's got a little bit smaller hook. I like it. I like some of the colors still on the original, but overall bait, I like the, I think it's Custom or Pro. But half ounce, 3/8 or half ounce. I like this for some reason in 3/8. I haven't tried their bigger one, but that feels almost as heavy as a half ounce. They're very close. Or half ounce chatterbaits. I don't really have much luck, and I don't really like when you go any lighter than that. That's just seems to be a sweet spot chatterbaits, and you'd be surprised how little of a fish will hit this bait. You'd be surprised how big a fish will hit it too if you've never used one. It's kind of a big fish bait. All right, we talked about cranks. What else? All right, now let's just jump to the reason I kind of started with finesse type baits and all that kind of stuff. I talked about this in the BFS video. If you've seen it, it'll be nothing new, but I was watching, and it happened around the same time. Shaw Grigsby and Mike Iaconelli were kind of big guys, I think, that jumped, you know, early on to the whole shaky head scene. But this shaky head, and they make several different ones. I showed the Mike Iaconelli, the old one, but you can get these in several different styles. My probably overall favorite still is a Bagley. Of all, you know, companies that when you hear Bagley, you think crank, you know, balsa bait type stuff, right? But they make that bait and the Z-Man stuff, but any of your little worms will fit on it, and the hookup ratio is excellent with that bait. That 16th ounce works. But to get a more, I guess, easier to get a straight hookup a lot for a lot of guys, the VMC makes two different ones. Oh boy. I drew a blank because I was thinking about the name of the other one, but this is the Finesse Rugby Jig from VMC. Works excellent. That is a 7-inch Finesse Worms from Z-Man in the peanut butter and jelly color. That is a must-have in a couple different colors. I recommend anybody bass fishing, if you want to catch fish, you need to have that setup and the ability to cast that setup, whether it be with BFS or spinning gear. And I like the 16th ounce or an 8th, somewhere in there. I don't like going any heavier than that because it kind of digs in the bottom too much. But I like 16th ounce is my favorite weight also on almost all of my soft plastics, and I, BFS gear. Then going from that worm, I'll talk real quick about my favorite craw for lightweight, and probably the one I hate the most too are the and I've got examples of them over here, but these Keytechs. You guys have heard me talking about Keytech for a while now. These things are awesome fish catching machines. They are also the most fragile live bait acting type bait you will find. They either one fish, this falls off, a bite, these come flying off. So I wish Z-Man would come up with an alternative that matches close, similar to this. It's not a very big bait. They do make a bigger one, but I like the littler ones on this 16th ounce little jig. And that is the other VMC. I think they call it their half moon jig or half moon finesse or something, but that's a awesome little jig that works good too. So let's wrap this up, and I'll talk real quick about, and as far as jigs, I don't really have, once you start adding a jig is a big fish, tends to be a big fish bait, but I just don't have the luck. I like what I call it a naked jig. Instead of taking a jig like this with all that, spinnerbaits and buzz baits and chatterbaits, I tend to have way better luck than I do on a jig. But when I do use a jig for very long, I can catch a big bass. It's kind of a swimming jig. But I'm not a typical jig fisherman. If I have this, it's going to have a spinner, a blade, or a propeller on the front of it. I'm not huge on that, and that's something I probably need to work on. I recommend anybody to at least have one or two of some varying sizes. But here lately, I've kind of even adapted from just a shaky head. Normally you take your stick bait and you would rig it up in the middle, wacky style. I've kind of just started taking the Z-Man one and rigging it up on the, that's the Finesse Rugby Jig, 16th ounce. This weighs enough, and just that 16th ounce will help get it. And as it falls, it falls not super fast, but just fast enough. A lot of times you'll get a bite on the fall. But so it gets to the bottom, and then you can wiggle it around, and it's a pretty good profile. And I've had a lot of luck on that here lately. In the last few videos you've seen, I've caught like a 5-pounder, a 4-pounder. Last year started catching them. And traditionally you think if you get a worm like that, you're rigging it up wacky style, which it kind of can slow down the process of how you're fishing. It can, take a while to get it to the bottom. As it goes to the bottom, once it's there, you really don't work it on the bottom. You kind of pull up and let it flutter down again, to where when you're rigging it up shaky head style, you're throwing it out, and it's kind of doing a swimming action going down. And so if it doesn't get hit going down, it goes down fairly quick, but not so quick that they can't see it if they're close. And then you can work it traditionally like you would a shaky head, but I don't know. I like it like that. All right, did I forget anything else? I have no idea. If you have any questions about this video, I talked about spinnerbaits. I guess real quick, the bait that you have to have, I almost totally forgot, the TRD. You have to have TRDs. You have to have a Ned rig of some sort. That's just something you have to have nowadays. Colors I like, I like just the old bubblegum pink, or I do like white. There's really not any color TRD I don't like. I've caught them almost everything. This thing's got hair growing on it, getting older. But I also rig mine up on like weedless style. Once again, that's the Finesse Rugby Jig. You can rig it up like that, and you can throw that baby all over anywhere like you would pretty much Texas rig pull. You can pull that through weeds and through gunk and whatever, and they'll still hit it like they would if it was rigged up on a Ned head. So there's traditionally what you would use. You'd rig that up, and which is fine to use. Problem is, most places I throw, and when I get finessey and the bite slows down, I'm trying to throw close in that gunk and grass, and I was throwing it like that, I just get caught up more. I throw it like this, Not saying you can't get caught up, but you can kind of just start working it through there. It doesn't get caught up near as much as a regular head. So that's why I went to that. But you must have Ned Rigs nowadays. Like, it's just same thing kind of with the swim bait. You need like some kind of worms, swim baits, and Ned Rigs. Or you can do just the worms. Like if you had to go out and buy a pack or two, you can go out and just buy those. And then cut them in half, cut one in half, and you got a couple Ned baits. And then, you know, do it that way if you wanted to go, which I still recommend. I'm going to probably not, you know, it's the same. I mean, it's so close. And a lot of people still do that. A lot of people claim that they were doing that before they heard about the Ned Rig and all that, which I don't care. It doesn't matter to me who thought of it, who invented it, or whatever. But I recommend the pink ones, and then any color that you can't get in the standard zinkers, because zinkers, you just get few options in the zinkers, and then you basically have a bunch of TRDs and zinkers and all that kind of stuff in just a few packs. You can kind of condense what you're using. And that's kind of what this video is, just the basics, because I probably need to do that. I probably need to get rid of 3/4 of what I carry around. I got all these rod and reels. I don't even need to do all that. All right, guys, I hope you, I don't even know, I hope you liked this video. Did you like this video? I didn't even like this video, and I was like in the middle of it. Did I even talk about anything worth talking about? I don't know. Wind's picked up. It's blowing up on the bank. I'm going to get back out here. It's noon. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to try to catch you guys a largemouth bass. I'm going to try to catch you a largemouth bass to tag on the end of this video. See you later. And I'm going to try to do it with one of the baits I just showed you in this video.